at the Hamilton Oshawa Port Authority. I hope this is where we have been all morning. They've been hosting us wonderfully. And so yeah, 2 deep water ports here in Hamilton, 1 in Oshawa. But in Hamilton, it's really started. It's busy, as you can tell. It's starting to fill up. So within the past few years, specifically within the last year, Niagara Land's portfolio with the addition of 3 new parcels, 2 in Thorold, 1 in Port Colborne. Great to have President and CEO Hope Ports with us, Ian Hamilton, but also George Spezza, who's the Director of Niagara Economic Development, with us this morning. Good morning, George.
Good morning. How are you, Tim?
Awesome. Good, so the relationship you have with Ian and Hope is a strong and a good one?
It is absolutely fantastic relationship. We're so happy when Hope made the announcement to come into the Niagara region, and it's been a real positive impact to our economy and bringing a lot of the industrial space and the work that they've been doing both in the city of Thorold at the multimodal hub there and in Port Colborne has been really positive for the economic conditions in the region.
Okay, so Ian, so when did this first kind of develop, and when did you really kind of want to get into Niagara?
We've been looking at it for the last few years, but really in the middle of COVID is when we really started to build a presence there. The background being that Hamilton was running out of space and running at capacity, and there was so much potential in Niagara, and the availability of the Welland Canal for docking ships, rail access, and lots of industrial space. So it was kind of the perfect marriage.
So the thing is, like, even with the Welland Canal is so crucial for Niagara, but a lot of times they're just going right through the canal.
Absolutely.
They're not stopping and unloading off.
That's right. And so with bringing in the Hope experience and expertise and running ports and managing industrial facilities and whatnot, it's really an opportunity for a lot of those ships, rather than run by that facility, to now stop, and it's been a great success. I think it's been really good for the region.
For Niagara, like, you think economic development, you think one thing, because you think the falls, you think tourism, right. you think wine country, also the fruit and all that grows there as well. Where do you guys want to go in the future when it comes to economic development?
Well, we're having a moment right now, and I think since post-pandemic, our numbers have really come back in terms of our tourism, in terms of our hospitality and service industry. So that's been really positive for us. But often people really know Niagara because of the falls and the wineries, as you indicated. But we really want people. We want businesses. There's more than just that in Niagara. That's a great positive story for us. But there's great opportunities to invest. From a manufacturing point of view, we're really driving the EV sector. We've been recipients of a major battery investment out of Japan, a major conglomerate from Japan that's invested in the city of Port Colborne for a $1.6 billion facility. So our ability to drive the economy forward and to continue to bring forward our manufacture, our agricultural industry, and grow some of the emerging sectors that we've identified in a 10-year strategy for Niagara. That's where we want to go. We want people to be there for not just the tourism, the opportunities to live there, but also to invest and do business in Niagara as well.
We got 30 seconds here, Ian. Where are we now, and where do you want to be when it comes to these hubs and the ports in Niagara?
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I think we're just getting started in Niagara because we've only been there for about 3 years. The next big one is how do we really support the manufacturing that George is talking about, and how do we build the supply chain solutions so that it can be cost effective and as sustainable as possible.
Excellent. Well, great to meet you, George Spezza, who's the Director of Niagara Economic Development, and Ian Hamilton with Hope Ports.